Good evening. Good Thursday evening, my favorite evening of the week. I'm the Reverend Kimberly Debus, and it is a pleasure to see you all. We'll open with these words from Manish Mishra Marzetti. Between rocking the boat and sitting down, between stirring things up and peaceably going along, we find ourselves here in community, each called from many different journeys, many different life paths onto this river road. Some are here because the rocking of the boat has been too much tumult, too much uncertainty, too much pain. Some are here with questions about where the boat is going, how best to steer it, where the journey ends. Others are here as lovers of the journey, lovers of life itself. Here in front, beside, behind, each a passenger, each a captain, doing the best we can. Rest here in your boat with me, the river calls. Listen to how I flow, the sound of life coursing all around you. Let the current hold you. Let the current guide you. The river that gently flows through your soul whispers, "Come, let us worship."
Good evening. I'm the Reverend Dr. Cynthia, or Cindy Landrum, and my pronouns are she, her.
And I'm Katie Landrum Larkin, in my first year as a young adult here at SUUSI, and my pronouns are she, they.
And yes, we're related.
And yes, that's our art on the magnet you got today.
This is a sacred service here at SUUSI. We mark the transitions in life just as earlier in the week we marked our transitions in death. And we begin our service with our youngest ones, our babies, our toddlers, our little ones. Doing a child dedication at SUUSI is not just about naming, although it's that too. And it's not just about blessing a child, although it is that too. But there's a reason that we do it here at SUUSI each year, because child dedication is a bringing of children into community, and the community dedicating themselves to the support of that child, and through that, the support of that child's parents. So children can be dedicated in multiple communities, and we do it here because it's a bringing these young children into the SUUSI community. Here, as a community, we will watch these children grow on the river of life, from infants and toddlers and young children into middlers and teens, and then into young adults.
Child dedication is almost a misleading title. Not only is it the dedication of a child, but also the dedication of parents and of a community.
We're speaking to you today as a parent who has gone through most of the stages of parenting at SUUSI until a child reaches adult, and a young adult who has gone through most of the stages of childhood here at SUUSI.
As I said in evening worship on Monday, this year at SUUSI marks my first year as a young adult. I'm now 18, and I started going to SUUSI around when I was 9, meaning that I've been going to SUUSI for about half my life, and soon more. I grew up here at SUUSI. SUUSI has seen each year of me, piece by piece, captured in these week-long snapshots that live in the hearts of the people I meet here. And we mark those transitions from year to year in ritual. We mark all these transitions in different ways here at SUUSI. Part of what we are dedicating ourselves to as a community, as we dedicate these children, is being with them on all these little pieces on the journey. For example, I started going to SUUSI in grade school, and our grade school kids have a little ceremony at the end of the week that parents come and watch. Each class does a skit or song or another kind of performance, and the group bridging up over the water from youth to middlers has a special thing that they always did. And I watched it knowing that I, too, one day would take that step.
It was the Cups chant song and the Pass the Cups thing. We watched it for years, knowing that one day it would be you. Do you still remember it?
Oh yeah. I remember learning the song beforehand and knowing right when I got to middlers how ready I was to be a teen.
And then in middlers too, every year ends with a special ceremony. But the most sacred and special of all is the class in their last year of middlers, to which only their leaders and their parents and the teens are invited, the mask ceremony. I won't tell you all about it because it's really special and sacred, but I'll say that it ends with the teens escorting the middlers away from their parents.
And then those middlers get to spend the evening with the teens and learn all about the teen dorm and have some teen experiences.
And we recognize that each of these passages is a passage for adults too. And so in supporting the children through their growth in community, we're also supporting the parents through their children's growth in community. So when your last child is moving from middlers to teens, we know that you're moving from co-op to parent dorms and from co-op and parent dorms to adult dorms. And we have a special ritual for you too that gets done later tonight. Here at SUUSI, we recognize that there are stages of parenthood too in this community as we and our children both move along the river of life. And we, the gathered SUUSI community, are here with you on that river, sharing a space in the boat, your ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls.
And there are small ways of support, of connection, of community, down to the little actions we're committing ourselves to with the Be Kind buttons we put on Monday. Throughout the week, we talk with each other, laugh with each other, dance with each other, with consent, hug each other, and we come together year after year to know and love these people again and again.
But our biggest rituals that we do with the whole community, and that starts here at the very beginning, at the source of the river, the source of life. We mean that we'll be with you as parents all through this, the SUUSI community, year after year, and we'll be with your children too, watching, helping, celebrating them through their little and big milestones.
Welcome today to this special moment on the river of life.
We gather out of reverence for the miracle and mystery of the river of life in children and in us all. In this ceremony, we announce the names of each child to this beloved SUUSI community. We bless them and dedicate ourselves to them as we dream of the lives that await them as they grow. And the families of the children we are dedicating, please come forward. We're coming. Yay! Oops. When people love one another, they offer blessings and make promises. That is what we're here to do today. All of us are offering blessings and making promises to these children, dedicating ourselves to them. But first, the blessings. We'll bring Child's name. What name do you give this child? Oliver. Oliver, we are so glad that you are part of this community. I touch you with this flower, a symbol of beauty, and with this water, a symbol of life on your brow, near your lips, and on your hands. May your thoughts and your words and your deeds create more hope, more love, and more joy in our world. And what is the name you give this child? Ellie. We are so glad you're part of this community. I touch you with this flower, a symbol of beauty, and with water on your forehead and your lips, maybe, and your brow. May your thoughts and your words and your deeds create more love, more hope, and more joy in our world. Parents of these two beautiful children, will you love your child? Will you encourage their love of others and the truth? Will you strive to show them through your words and actions a life of meaning, beauty, and joy? Will you wonder with your children, grow with them, teach them, and be ready to learn what they have to teach you? Please respond, I will. And to those in support, will you also love and cherish these children? Thank you. You may. What name do you give this child? Rowan Gary Gonzalez. We are so glad that you are part of our SUUSI community. I touch you with this flower, a symbol of beauty, and with water, a symbol of life. I touch your forehead, your brow, oops, your lips, and your hands. May your words and your thoughts, your deeds, create more love, more joy, and more beauty in our world. Sarah and Alan, will you love your child? Will you encourage their love of others and of the truth? Will you strive to show them through your words and actions a life of meaning and beauty and joy? Will you wonder with your children and grow with them? Will you teach them? Will you be ready to learn what they have to teach you? And to you, the grandparents, will you love and support them, care for them in love and joy? And Wesley, Rowan will be joining you in the joys and sorrows of your growing family. Big brothers have special roles to play. You are to be role models and heroes, companions, and confidants for your younger siblings. Will you help your parents take care of Rowan? Someday. Thank you. For Ellie and Oliver and Rowan. May this SUUSI community be worthy guardians of these young lives. May we build a community in which they will grow old, surrounded by beauty, embraced by love, and cradled by peace. May our dreams for these children come true. I ask you all, are you ready to dedicate yourselves to these children, to Rowan and Ellie and Oliver? Will you dedicate your minds and hearts to these children and their parents? Please respond with "we will." Will you strive to love and cherish them in times of struggle as well as gladness? May we all fulfill the promises we made today. May these children always be loved and always know that they have a home and safe harbor here at SUUSI. May all children always be loved and always know that they have a home and safe harbor in the world. Amen.
Katie, raise your sails. Set your sights on the western sky. Just beyond the next horizon, chase your dreams and you will find them. Trust the current, trust the wind, trust yourself to find the way. Reach for mountains, reach for stars, reach a little farther every day. Don't make up your mind. Let the answers find you. With curiosity your guide, you never know what you will find. Trust the current, trust the wind, trust yourself to find the way. Reach for mountains, reach for stars, reach a little farther every day. When you write it down, Katie, brace for thunder. Fear may storm the gates of reason, but the light of truth shines like a beacon. Trust the current, trust the wind, trust yourself to find the way. Reach for mountains, reach for stars, reach a little farther every day. Katie, raise your sails. Set your sights on the western sky.
Good evening, dear ones. My name is Roddy Bell Shelton Biggs. I use they, them pronouns. And this evening, We are celebrating transitions and milestones and moments in our lives. When we are born, we are met with expectations, with genders assigned to us. And sometimes that changes. And it takes courage to lean into that change. And it takes courage on all of us to lean into supporting that change. So this evening, we are going to offer two rituals in one. I'm going to ask those who want to have their names and pronouns affirmed, who have let us know that, to please line up at the side of the stage over here. Behind those, I invite any member of the LGBTQIA community who would like to receive a glitter blessing to line up behind them. And I'm going to ask my two beloved colleagues to join me out here. It becomes ever more important in these times and climates that we support and lift one another up, that we name and affirm who we are, and when who we are changes, that so too do we make space for that. So I'm going to ask the two teens who I have had the pleasure of serving as their chaplain this week to come and share their true selves with you. You're good. Take a deep breath. Like we said, it takes courage and bravery.
I'm Nico. I use she, they pronouns, and I am proud of who I am.
Nico. You on hill or on lawn? Seeing who you are and knowing that you are proud of who you are, receive this glitter blessing and remember the wealth that you have inside of you. Never forget your light.
Hi, I'm Marin. For those of you who don't already know that, I use any and all pronouns, and yeah, that's it.
Beautiful. Marin, we celebrate your true identity. We embrace all of your uniqueness, and we agree to support you in your journey, wherever that may lead. And you may need to rub a little bit.
My name's Emily, and my pronouns are she, they, and I am proud. And I am proud for everyone in this room, including me.
Yeah. Emily, we celebrate who you are. We affirm your beauty, your talents, and your strengths. As a community, we will be here and support you.
Hi, my name is Gabby. I use they, them pronouns. I'm not just non-binary. I am a trans-masculine non-binary boy.
Yes. We affirm you and see your identities exactly how you name them. And for those who have denied those identities, we are sorry. And at this time, if there are any members of the LGBTQIA community or those who have queer children or loved ones who would like to receive a blessing of their own, we invite you to make your way to the stage as we give each other blessings as queer people. You are sacred and holy. You are sacred and beautiful and holy, and we see and embrace you. As we said, we know coming forward in such a way is courageous. And the fact is, some of us cannot be so public. So Adrian and I agree to be outside in the atrium. For those of you who are a member of the queer community, who for whatever your reason cannot come to the stage this evening, so please find us out there if you would like to receive a glitter blessing for yourself after this service.
This song is one that was popular in the lesbian community when I first came out in the 80s. I identify now as bisexual, cisgender, but this song is still so meaningful. Please sing it with me. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. Sing it to someone near you. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. Amen. Whew. I am mic hopping. So on Tuesday evening, the Reverend Michael Tino talked about how much they love joys and sorrows in worship. Those moments when people share their community with their community, the milestones and markers, the celebrations and the crises, these events that mark and make our lives. I admit, I haven't always been a fan, especially the ones that seem to go on forever and pretty much do everything with stones and candles and spoken and silent and music and all the things, right? And for people who like their services on the punctual side, joys and sorrows that get long and out of control mean the services get long. And guess who gets blamed? However, the lockdown phase of the pandemic really turned me around on this. As a community minister, I preach at a number of different congregations throughout the year, and more so when I could do all my preaching from my home office and preach multiple times a day thanks to time zones. I would watch people share their video and unmute and speak their joy or sorrow into their computers, and then see the community type out the congratulations or the condolences or the support in the chat. It was remarkable, this real-time connection, something we don't even get in the same way in person in worship services. I saw those who shared a joy or a sorrow express gratitude and relief, and sometimes be able to ask for what they needed. And what I realized is that while each of us is on our own journey, we are all on the journey together, traveling along the same river of life, sharing these important moments in our journeys with others that strengthens the bonds of our community. We begin to see the threads that connect us one to another through shared experiences, through learning and teaching, and certainly through the generations. It is so easy to feel alone. Easier still when we contemplate the enormity of our world and our solar system and the universe. Yet these intimate connections matter. Whatever events or transitions or rites of passage we go through, we are stronger when we mark the moments together, when we recognize that some have come before us and some will follow. We learn from each other and in turn are able to guide others. We have guides who show us how to navigate the rapids, where the best diving rocks are, and this is how we build beloved community. And of course, we turn our world around if we take every opportunity to work together and support one another and celebrate our shared humanity with love. We are living beneath the great Big Dipper, and we're all swimming together to the other side. I invite the SUUSI boys.
We are living beneath the great Big Dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power and some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. I am alone and I am searching, hungering for answers in my time. I am balanced at the brink of wisdom. I'm impatient to receive a sign. I move forward with my senses open. Imperfection, it be my crime. In humility I will listen. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living beneath the great Big Dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power and some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. On
this journey through thoughts and feelings, finding intuition, my head, my heart. I am gathering the tools together. I'm preparing to do my part. All of those who have come before me band together and be my guide. Loving lessons that I will follow. We're all swimming to the other side.
We are living beneath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power and some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side.
When we get there, we'll discover all of the gifts we've been given to share have been with us since life's beginning, and we never noticed they were there. We can balance at the brink of wisdom, never recognizing that we've arrived. Loving spirits will live together. We're all swimming to the other side.
We are living in the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power and some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side.
That was beautiful. Good evening. As you heard earlier, my name is Adrian Graham, and I am a queer Unitarian Universalist religious professional who uses he, him pronouns. Some of what I want to share with you this evening is going to sound redundant, but part of the beauty of repetition in community like this is that's how it sinks into our bones. That's how the message gets to us. So tonight we are gathered to observe and to honor all the various transitions that we experience across the spans of our lives. Graduations, marriages, becoming a parent for the first time, moving into a new home, declaring the truth of our sexual orientations and gender identities, going by a new name and using new pronouns. Elections, too, are moments of transition, where those who vote have an opportunity to shape the course of an institution, whether that is a summer institute like SUUSI or an entire association like the UUA. There are also less celebratory moments that we might mark in some way. A new diagnosis, an earlier than expected end to a career, a divorce. These too deserve our attention. Whenever we are entering into a new phase of life, we have an opportunity, mindfully, to honor ourselves, mind, body, and soul, and all the emotions that come with such changes. A major benefit of being not only welcomed, but of belonging to a community of intention is that we have a ready-made support network for these monumental moments in our lives. From birth to death and everything in between, before, after, and beyond, we turn our attention to our communities to carry us through. We have learned over time how to mark many of these transitions well and have established rituals and ceremonies for each. Others we do less well, if at all. Not that long ago, in the year 2018 BC, that's before COVID, I can recall attending a winter retreat for UU young adults in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. At the time, I was 39 years old and mourning in advance the reality that the following year would have to be my last, as I would be turning 40 and would no longer be a part of that community. Spoiler alert, I was invited to come back one more time in 2019, and it was the last big thing that I did before the pandemic shut everything down. There were several such groups that I said goodbye to that year, and I grieved the loss, mostly alone. We don't have a common ritual for such things, but maybe we should. So if there is something that I have named or that I have left unnamed that you wish to honor in celebration or in grief, please take a moment to celebrate or to grieve silently and know that this community is holding you with love. And now we are here to witness and to bless a bridging ceremony. Perhaps one of the greatest transitions is that from childhood into adulthood, a transition that is indeed honored in ritual in many ways across our human traditions as one of great hope, possibility, and responsibility, filled both with unease and excitement for the unknown that lies ahead. Let us now bless our youth as they cross that bridge into their futures, swimming to the other side, held in love and support by this, their home.
Hi. My name is Jessie McEwen and I use they, them pronouns. As many of you know, I took the leap into teen directorship at this, my first SUUSI experience. I never could have predicted just how amazing it has been to meet and learn from this group of 17-year-olds. You've shown me the heart of SUUSI through your kindness, leadership, cooperation, and fierce welcome to the empty chair. You've laughed and played and danced together, supported each other through heartache, tears, and all the storms that life brings. And you forged deep bonds that will last far beyond your time as a teen. In almost every shared space on campus, you can find some sort of puzzle. Whether completed in community or as an individual, a puzzle is about not only putting pieces together to make a whole, but it's also about bringing balance to chaos. Tonight, we will be giving each of you a puzzle piece to symbolize your place in the whole of our SUUSI community. Without you, the greater picture would not be complete. May it also remind you of the balance your spirit brings to our sometimes chaotic teen community that you have helped create and to complete. As you journey forward, remember that you are now and always will be connected to and supported by each other, no matter where your adventures take you. You are each unique and amazing, and I am honored to know you. I will now read the names of each bridger. Hannah Peterson. Joel Shanahan. Liam Green. Becker Lucas. James Wyatrowski. Scarlett Gibson. Iris Murray Settle. Zane Bannon. Harrison Coleman. Emmeline Hurston. Paige Tewksbury. And Rylan Doherty.
Sorry, I was running around the stage giving out puzzle pieces. Good evening, I'm Kate Farrell. I'm excited and grateful to be the first to welcome all of you to the SUUSI young adult community. As you step into young adulthood, you'll gain both more control over your life and more responsibility to the world around you. I invite you to embrace this newfound responsibility with an open heart and a willingness to learn. In preparation for this ceremony, we asked some of the teens what metaphor they felt appropriate for their bridging. The answer was a storm. We've been watching your clouds on the horizon, growing and gathering. Some of adulthood will be exciting and fun, some will be scary, and some of it will be uncertain. But storms can be weathered if you practice patience and you find the right tools. I encourage you to be patient with yourself, to ask for help when you need it, and to extend that grace to your neighbors and friends. I know that the storm you bring will change SUUSI and our community, and we cannot wait to dance in the rain with you. Whether you join us in the young adult dorm next year or not, we welcome you with open arms, ready to support you as you find your place as an adult within our beloved community. Welcome.
This is a song that I was invited to write by Reverend Bill Gupton in 2007 for bridging, and it has been my honor to sing this song at SUUSI for each group of bridgers that I've been present for. So this is a song for you on your journey. If we could get the chorus up on the slide there, that'd be great so people can sing with. Thank you so much, Reverend Kimberly. We'll teach you the chorus. We will hold you through your laughter and your pain. We enfold you, dawn to dusk, through sun and rain. On your path of wisdom, wherever you may roam, in the circle of those gathered here, may you always find a home. We gather here to celebrate, we gather to rejoice, we gather here to witness and honor with one voice your sacred journey, a love that never ends, the beauty of your being in the company of friends. We will hold you through your laughter and your pain. We enfold you, dawn to dusk, through sun and rain. On your path of wisdom, wherever you may roam, in the circle of those gathered here, may you always find a home. With every joyous step we take, we learn to say goodbye. We live and love and laugh and grow and take the time to cry. For all that we have lost, for everything we've gained, for the changes that we all embrace, and the love that still remains. We will hold you through your laughter and your pain. We enfold you, dawn to dusk, through sun and rain. On your path of wisdom, wherever you may roam, in the circle of those gathered here, may you always find a home. I would love to invite the newly bridged young adults to turn around and notice those in congregation before you who welcome you, those who will continue holding space for you on the journey, and sing this with each other and to each other. We will hold you through your laughter and your pain. We enfold you, dawn to dusk, through sun and rain. On your path of wisdom, wherever you may roam, in the circle of those gathered here, may you always find a home. In the circle of those gathered here, may you always find a home.
There is so much love in this room, and I can think of no better way to end, and thank you for your patience. I know it's gone long, it always does. Love and bridges and recognizing and honoring all of the transitions in our community takes the time it needs. And we close this evening with a blessing and a call to all of us to reach out to one another, to hold each other, to teach and to learn, and to remember, even in the hardest of times, there is a community holding us to remind us that all will be well.
Can you give me just a little bit of this vocal mic in the monitor number 2 here? That'd be great, thank you. You don't know this, but you will very shortly. A commission to all of us. A reminder. All will be well. All will be well. All manner of things will be well. Wherever life may call you, wherever you may dwell, all will be well, all will be well, all will be well. All will be well, all will be well, all manner of things will be well, wherever life may call you. Wherever life may call you, wherever you may dwell, all will be well, all will be well. We gather here to witness and affirm the harmony of spirit and of heart. Manifest within you, brought forth from deepest hope, to be a force of healing in this world. All will be well. All will be well. All will be well. All manner of things will be well. Wherever life may call you, wherever you may dwell, all will be well, all will be well. You find your purpose in service to a light that emanates from each and every being that is life. We see the gifts that blossom in your care, and the people who are nourished by your love. All will be well, all will be well, all manner of things will be well. Wherever life may call you, wherever you may dwell, all will be well, all will be well. As you go forth to mend what has been broken, to feed those who are hungry, to quench the ones who thirst, for a world of compassion, for mercy that abounds, and a place to dwell in sacred gentleness. All will be well. Stand if you are of mind or body or spirit to do so. All will be well, all will be well, all manner of things will be well. Wherever life may call you, where